Pisces, as I tap into your energy, your intuition was right about something or someone. And Spirit is showing me an image of someone walking back and forth, pacing, feeling anxious, checking their phone. And what I'm getting here is someone's literally afraid of how much you know, or the fact that you saw something they were trying to hide. Okay, so I don't know for who that message is for, but your intuition is on point. There's a need to not doubt the downloads, the intuitive messages that you're receiving, because your intuition was right about something or someone. They can't stop wondering how you found out. Spirit says your gifts are leveling up and not everyone can handle it. Because as your gifts come online, you're going to start to notice a lot of things behind the scenes, underneath the surface, a lot of things that people want to keep hidden, whether it's secrets, whether it's a plan, whether it's deceitful strategies, whatever this is. Spirit wants you to not doubt or question your intuition. They're scared of how much you know or how you know, because these are things that they're intentionally trying to hide. So, whoever this person is, they know that you're spiritually gifted or that you have a very high intuition. You pick up on a lot of things that other people don't. Yeah, they don't understand how you just know things. It scares them because they can't hide their true motives. Your third eye is being upgraded, is what I'm getting here. Some of you Pisces may have tried to intentionally close your third eye so that you could focus on the material things in front of you. But for others of you, your third eye is online and you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of messages, a lot of intuitive nudges. And we are in Scorpio season. Scorpio is a very deep sign. It talks about secrets, hidden things, the subconscious realm. And what I'm getting here, Pisces, is you're tapping into it. You're picking up information that other people have no access to. Yeah. How did you know is what I keep hearing. How did you know? Pisces, you randomly know things, and it's not like you're intentionally trying to find out or like you're looking for answers. No, the information just comes to you. I'm getting High Priestess energy. We don't have the High Priestess out yet, but that's the energy that I'm feeling here. Trust your intuition, trust the downloads, trust the messages, and trust the guidance that you're receiving at this time. There is a need to protect your energy. There is a need to establish stronger boundaries around you. Yeah, protect your energy, stay grounded, and use your discernment. With the first card coming in being the Four of Swords, next to the Five of Cups in the reverse, and then the Four of Wands in the upright. This is a very good sign, Pisces. I don't know who you are or what it is that you're going through, but you are being called to rest. You are being called to recalibrate and to take some time to yourself, whether this is self love, self care. You are needing to pour into yourself because we start out with a four and we end with a four. So, Four of Swords to the Four of Wands. You are going from a resting period or a moment of realignment into a moment of celebration. And in between is the Five of Cups in the reverse. This is what you're being guided to release. Anything that feels heavy, anything that's draining you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically, you're being called to release anything that feels heavy, anything that feels forced, anything that drains you emotionally. Because the Five of Cups in the reverse represents emotions. So, swords represents the mind. The water, the cups, represents your emotions, and the wands, the fire, represents your actions, your energy. So, from thought to emotion to action, Four Swords, there is a need to give yourself more time, more space. Five of Cups, while you release things that are weighing you down or are draining your energy. And I was guided to pull an oracle card, and we got the card of acceptance. So this is very important because as you accept something, it's going to change. Some of you Pisces think that you have to change something before you accept it, but Spirit is saying no, it's backwards. As you accept something, it actually changes for the better. There's an area in your life where you're being guided to practice acceptance. I don't know what this is, but this is going to free you emotionally. This is going to change and transform something that you were trying to. I don't know what this is. It almost feels like you were doing something backwards. You were trying to change something before you accepted it. But Spirit is saying just accept it and it will change. You don't have to do it, it will happen for you. This is a nudge to embrace every version of yourself, light, shadow, mistakes, and all. Healing comes when you stop rejecting parts of yourself you think are too much or not enough. Acceptance equals emotional freedom, and that's exactly what we have here. The Five of Cups in the reverse, this is cups, this is water, this represents your emotions. You are about to release something that has been heavy on your mind or heavy emotionally. Some kind of weight that you've been carrying around from the past, Five of Cups. This may have been a disappointment, this may have been some kind of deceit, this may have been some kind of regret. I don't know what this is, but this is very heavy energy. And as you accept this, it changes. Okay, you go from Four of Swords into Four of Wands, celebration. Honor every stage that you're going through, is what I'm getting here. Accept it and it will change. I'm also getting a reminder from this card that you are exactly where you need to be. You are not behind, you are being prepared. When this card appears, it's not about giving up, it's about aligning. You're being guided to accept yourself, your emotions, your path, or the situation as it currently stands. From that surrender, healing and clarity will finally begin. Again, as you accept it, it changes, it transforms. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Power play. This goes back to the initial message. Someone is afraid of how much you know or how you know it, okay? Because this is someone who's intentionally trying to hide things. This is someone who is intentionally trying to be deceitful. In some way, somehow, you always know. You're always 3 to 10 steps ahead of this person. And every interaction with this person is a power play. They're trying to win and they're trying to assert themselves. Yeah, Pisces, Four of Swords. You don't have any energy or time or attention for these kinds of games. This is why acceptance is here. As you accept something, you kind of neutralize the energy, whether it was negatively polarized or positively polarized. In this case, it's negatively. As you accept it, you neutralize the energy. And there is no trigger, there is no fight. Instead of fighting fire with fire, you just put it out with water. Okay, you're not going head to head with someone here. You're not matching their energy. And that's what upsets them because they can't play a game with you if you're not willing to play. Tell me more. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay. Do you think about me too? So someone here feels like they're losing some kind of control or some kind of hold that they thought they had over you. And they're wondering if they just been forgotten, if you ever even think about them. Okay? They can't play a game if you're not willing to play. If you're not fighting fire with fire, this person is literally just talking to the wall. They're just fighting with themselves because you're not even in the picture. Okay? You are not mad, you lost interest. Whoever it is that I'm channeling for, it feels like I'm talking to someone who's already been through an awakening or someone who's already been on the ascension journey because you're not fighting, you're not matching the energy, you're not returning it. Spirit is doing that for you. Whoever it is that I'm channeling for with the Four Swords, you just don't have the patience for the games. You lose interest. You're not even upset. You're not even mad. You're not even shocked. Okay. Some of you Pisces, you've been here before. You've done this before. It's not your first rodeo. And you just tend to lose interest. Okay. Four Swords. You don't have energy for it. Okay. So do you think about me too? Pisces, this person doesn't even cross your mind. Whereas in their mind, they're playing a game by themselves. They're literally talking to the wall. They're fighting within themselves because you're not there to play the game with them. Whatever kind of power play or strategy this person had, you've neutralized the energy because you're not matching it. You're not going down to their level. You're not fighting fire with fire. You are too busy giving back to yourself. You are too busy celebrating, and this acceptance energy is going to change so much in your life. Whereas you may have thought that you had to do something, accepting it is going to change it for you. It's going to happen for you, is what I'm getting here. So, do you think about me too, and you're not mad you lost interest? There's something very juvenile or very immature about people playing games because it shows you where their level of consciousness is. These are people that don't care about wasting time, that don't care about being deceitful, that don't care about attracting drama or feeding the drama or causing the drama. It tells you where their level of consciousness is, and it doesn't match yours. You've been there, you've done that, and you've already surpassed it. So there is no level of interest. They're not a match to you, is what I'm getting here. So, no, okay? You're not sending this person energy, but they're sending you energy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, do you think about me too? What do you want Pisces to know about do you think about me too? Wow, we have the Seven of Swords. Deception. Three of Wands. Someone's been watching you. Someone's been watching your every step, your every move, as you are about to cross another portal because you're focused on your evolution, you're focused on your ascension, whereas this person is focused on the games. Again, it's not an energetic match because you're consciously saying that this person is still on a level where they entertain games, where they get a rise out of drama, where everything is a power play to them and they can't even take themselves serious. So someone is watching you as you're looking forward, is you're about to cross through this portal as your ships are coming in. The Three of Wands is a card of anticipation, of excitement, because your ships are coming in. Your manifestations are coming in, and you've already crossed through the portal and you're ready. But someone is watching you, someone is watching your every step. Do you think about me too? Five of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, do you think about me too? What do you want Pisces to know? Someone is hurt at the fact that you're not thinking about them, you're thinking about the future, you're moving on, you're moving forward, and it's hurting their ego because they've invested so much energy into the game. They've invested so much energy into trying to figure you out, and you're just looking forward, you're just moving forward, okay? You're not even mad at them, you're not sending them any energy. Again, you're not in a place where this calls your attention. You've lost interest because you've already evolved past this level. This person thinks it's personal, but it's not personal. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, do you think about me too? What do you want Pisces to know about do you think about me too? Okay, Page of Pentacles. You are grounded and you are protecting yourself and your energy. You have found a place of stability within yourself to where people's games, people's drama is not going to rattle your foundation. It's not going to turn your world upside down. Yeah, I'm getting tower moment energy. This person is going through some kind of a tower moment because they were trying to create a tower moment in your life. And because you moved on, they entertained this energy, they fed this energy. Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Do you see how in both of these cards you're looking forward, whereas this person is looking at you? So, what I'm getting here is there are bigger and better things that you're looking forward to. And it almost hurts this person's ego that you're not returning any of the energy. You left them playing their own game. I just heard talk to the hand. Yeah, they're literally fighting with themselves. They're talking to the wall because you're not there anymore. So, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Your level of groundedness, the more relaxed you are, the slower you go, the more control you're going to have over the situation. And the Three of Wands, there's an energy here of expectation. This is the pause before the movement. Okay, you see the Four Swords, this is the pause. Four of Wands is the movement. So what I'm getting here is you are moving in the right direction and you are on the right path, but there's going to be a lot of little tests or triggers or people trying to see if they can still get your attention or trigger you to engage with whatever kind of schemes or games they have. 1717 on the clock. Yeah, Pisces, you are unaffected. And coming into acceptance about whatever this is, whether this is an area in your life, whether this is a situation, a lesson, a person, whatever it is that you're being guided to accept, This is going to change up the game because you're already on top. You are already in control. And the slower you move, the more in control you're going to be over the situation. Because the Seven of Swords, I'm feeling here the energy of rushing. Someone is rushing to try to get your attention, or someone is rushing because they feel like you're moving away. But the thing is, Three of Wands, you're not there anymore. You're in a completely different energy. You're in a completely different timeline. And this is why this person is wondering, do you think about me too? Because you're not returning their energy. Okay, this person was left playing their own game. This is the pause before the celebration. Okay, so you're very, very close. Spirit wants you to keep moving forward. You are on the right path. And pull your energy, your attention away from things that are draining you. Five of Cups. Whether this is the past, whether this is emotions, whether this is people, this is what you're being guided to release so that it doesn't weigh on you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for the Seven of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about the Seven of Swords? What do you want Pisces to know about the Seven of Swords, Holy Spirit? That's a lot of cards. I don't know if I should take them. Okay, so I'm being guided to take the cards. Sanctuary, intuition on point. This goes back to the initial message. Your intuition was right. Your intuition is getting stronger and stronger. So do not discard the messages, the intuitive nudges that you're receiving at this time, because your intuition is on the money. Your intuition is on point, and you're reading things correctly. You're not exaggerating things. You're not being guided by any kind of emotion or fantasy. No, your intuition is on the money. Okay, so trust your intuition. Okay, yes, King. Yeah, you are leveling up. You're no longer handling situations from a place of giving people the benefit of the doubt or putting people before your own needs or trying to make someone else comfortable. Okay, you are claiming your position and you are staying in your power. Okay, toxic. Yeah. Pisces, you're not giving any energy to toxic people or to toxic situations. You are removing the supplies. You're not giving it love or hate. You are just removing your energy completely. You are neutralizing something instead of feeding it. Because if you fight fire with fire, it's going to get bigger. Okay? If you match their energy, you're going down to their level. So the way to fight toxic energies is by removing the supplies, by taking away the oxygen so that it just perishes. Not by fighting it because you're going to give it more energy and you're going to make it bigger, but by neutralizing it, okay? You are not mad, you lost interest. That means you're no longer giving it your energy, okay? This is how you handle toxic people and toxic situations. Eyes. Your eyes can see lies and your eyes can see beyond what people are trying to hide. Okay, 1111. You're going to start to see a lot of synchronicities, a lot of angel numbers, and it's confirming that you are on the right path. And we're also coming into the 1111 portal. A lot of things are changing for you for your highest good. This is why there's something here that you're needing to accept. And once you accept it, this thing will change. Some of you Pisces, you're trying to change something before you accept it. The Spirit is saying it's actually backwards. As you accept it, it will change for you. And then we have boundaries here. Your boundaries are protecting you from power plays in games. And I'm also getting a message here that some of you Pisces, you had to stand up for yourself. There's something here where you had to put a stop to someone's games, or you had to rectify something or make something right. And this involved you standing up for yourself. This involved you advocating for yourself. This changed the timeline and the experience that you're now having. Some of you Pisces, you may have thought in the past that it's better not to give something or someone your energy. It's better not to give it or them the satisfaction of you fighting back or of you engaging with that energy. Spirit is saying, Pisces, there is a time and a place where you have to stand up for yourself and make things right. But there's also situations where it's better for you to completely remove your energy and cut out the supplies so that it doesn't continue feeding on your emotions. Three of Wands, energy manifested, waiting for the results of your effort. The arrival of opportunities, finally understanding you're ambitious, continuous improvement and moving in the right direction, progress. You've been doing the work, Lightseer, planning, seeing, learning. Watch for the signs that your dream is on the way because they are everywhere. And we have 1111 here. The signs are everywhere. You are on the right path and you are divinely aligned. And we're coming into the 1111 portal, and Spirit wants you to know that you are officially aligned. As you can see here, it's 3 wands. You've officially crossed through that portal. This 1111 card is significant for the energy that you're experiencing because Spirit is saying, Pisces, you did the thing. You crossed the portal, you are on the other side. But now there's a need to not get distracted or to get pulled away from your path. Okay, Seven of Swords, there's a lot of people here that feel hurt because you left them playing their own game. There are more important things that you're focused on, and it hurt their ego. The fact that they're not the center of attention, the fact that they're not your focus. Okay, yeah, you're not even mad, Pisces, you just lose interest. Okay, so 3 of Wands. Take pride in the progress you've made, for your past efforts have created the momentum that you needed to get the ball rolling. Today, you are moving through energy you created in the past, and being here ready and waiting is a milestone that you should recognize as a success. While there's still work to be done, know that you're headed in the right direction and that you will see your big waves coming in soon. When they arrive, you may not know exactly how to ride them, but you will be ready to learn. And what I'm getting from this card is that right now it's important for you to be in preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, that is when luck happens. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're about to get lucky. And it's happening in this 1111 portal. But you have to be prepared to do something with that blessing. You have to be prepared to know what to do with that opportunity. So when preparation meets opportunity, that is when luck happens. So the 3 of Wands is saying, Pisces, prepare, get ready, because it's already happening. Okay, this is the energy of acceptance. Accept what is being released and embrace what is coming in. Look for that new relationship, that new client, or that lucky break on the horizon, for the arrival is imminent. This is a guarantee, but you have to be ready. Your affirmation is, I am expectant and optimistic, and I know that my dream is on the way. Okay, so 4 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. This is the celebration. You're very, very close. You're one step away. Whatever it is that you're being guided to release, come into acceptance about it because you have better things waiting for you. Yeah, this is why this past person or this past situation, there's a trigger here. They used to want to be the center of attention. They wanted to play all these games, all these power plays to get you hooked and to get you thinking about them and to get you to engage with their energy. But because you have bigger and better things, this person is feeling triggered. They're having to look within. Why are they playing all these games? What are they getting out of it? This person is being forced to face themselves. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Why is the 7 of Swords here? 10 of Swords, yeah. They feel like there's no way back from this ending. You've moved away and you are out of reach. There's no game, there's no power play, there's no deceptive strategy that's going to get you to come back. So the 10 of Swords is a permanent ending. This is the end, and this person feels betrayed because they created a dynamic here where they were going to play all these games and get you to stay longer or string you along, but you left. So this person feels betrayed, creating all these scenarios, all these games, all these strategies. I'm hearing mental gymnastics. This person was trying to outwit you, trying to outsmart you, trying to think ahead of you, but you didn't play into the game. You just lost interest and you left. This person feels betrayed with the 10 of Swords. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the 7 of Swords for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about the 7 of Swords? 7 of Wands in the reverse. This person was hoping that your boundaries were not strong enough. This person was hoping that you didn't stand up for yourself, that you didn't defend yourself. They thought that your kindness was weakness, that your kindness meant that the door was wide open for them. And they may have thought that they could get away with anything. 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. But they were wrong. You left. This person feels like they didn't see this coming. It's like they were setting out a trap for you, but they fell in the trap. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for the Ten of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about the Ten of Swords? What do you want Pisces to know about this Ten of Swords, Holy Spirit? Level up. You leveled up past them. You're no longer in the same timeline. You're no longer in the same reality. You've already surpassed their level. And what I'm getting here is this person was trying to bring you down. They were not trying to level up with you. They were trying to bring you down so that you would stay where it's comfortable for them. But because you leveled up past them, this person is not the center of your universe. Okay, they wanted to be. They wanted to be, but you leveled up past them. They got nothing on you. Yeah, you're moving very, very quickly, Pisces. And what I'm getting here is take time, rest, slow down because it keeps you in control, but the energies around you are moving very fast. Some of you Pisces, you may notice that days are going by so fast. Months are blurred into days. It's almost like you think it was just yesterday, but it's been 2 months. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Time is speeding up. But the more you slow down, the more you relax, the more in control you're going to be of your energy, no matter how fast things are moving. Yeah. They are jealous of your level up because other things, other people have your attention and it's not them. Okay, you lost interest a long time ago. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? Purity is the antidote of misery. Your energy is very pure. I just noticed we have two cards here. We also have empowered. Yeah, your energy is very pure to where you don't have anything for them to latch onto. Spirit is helping you empower yourself by releasing things that are weighing you down, things that are making you feel exhausted, heavy, or drained. It is not your responsibility to do the work for others. It is not your responsibility to heal them. You may inspire people to heal, but it's not your job to do so. Okay, so you are going to gain more power and more empowerment out of channeling that energy back into self. It's almost like starting out a business. When you first start a business, it's all about reinvesting back into the business, reinvesting. You're reinvesting back into the business so that it continues to grow. Instead of making the profits and then letting it go to other places, you reinvest back into self. It's like a cycle, like the Four Swords. And you're realizing that the more you invest this energy back into self, the more powerful you become. Instead of giving other people your energy or doing the work for them or healing them, you're allowing people to empower themselves. You are there as the inspiration, but it's not your job to heal people. Okay, so there's something here that you're meant to accept, and there's a realization that the more you pour into yourself, the more powerful, the more magnetic you become. Okay, so this realization is clicking into place because Four of Wands is here. You have a celebration, you have a major milestone, you have a success coming in, but the Five of Cups in the reverse. In the past, your energy was going to other people or other things, and it was slowing down your journey. It was taking away from your goals to be helping others. And now you are showing up as the inspiration, but it's not your job or your responsibility to do the work for others. Okay, so you are gaining more and more power by channeling this energy back into yourself. Again, like a business, you are reinvesting all of your profits back into self. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for Pisces. The path to hell is paved with good intentions. You may have had a lot of people in your life claiming to do what is best for you or claiming to look after you or trying to protect you, but that's not at all what their intention was. They may have even deceived themselves that they were there trying to help you or trying to do what is best for you, but I'm getting no. They were trying to lead you down the wrong path. They were trying to have some kind of control or power over you, and their intentions were not good. They may have convinced themselves that their intentions were good, but they weren't. Okay, so the path to hell is paved with good intentions. You know better. No one is going to know your journey or understand it the way that you do. So don't take advice from others if it doesn't serve you, if it doesn't benefit you. Because when people give advice, they are factoring themselves into the equation and seeing what they can get out of it, how it's going to play out for them. There are people that are very honest and don't have any ulterior motives, but most people will, whether consciously or subconsciously. Spirit is saying, Pisces, you know better. You know what is best for you, and you know where you're meant to go. Trust your intuition, trust your higher self, trust your higher alignment instead of trusting someone else's opinion or advice. Their opinion doesn't write you checks. Okay, so don't give it attention, don't give it importance. Focus on yourself and focus on empowering yourself. Block and delete. Some of you Pisces have gotten very good at establishing boundaries and enforcing your boundaries. Because it's one thing to establish a boundary with someone, but if they don't respect that boundary, if they keep pushing, if they keep trying to trigger or push any other buttons, you have to have the ability to follow through and enforce the boundary. Whether you're blocking and deleting, whether you're releasing someone, whether they no longer have a place in your life, whatever this is, you have to have the ability to follow through with the consequences so that people respect your boundaries. Okay, so block and delete. You're getting very, very good at recognizing what's meant for you and what's no longer meant for you. If people get tricky, if people get deceptive, if people switch up on you, you already know what to do, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? Take control of the situation. Yeah, you are in control of the situation. Spirit wants you to know that you already did the work. Now it's a matter of maintaining it. Okay, so Four of Swords, the slower you go, the more time you take, the more you pause, the more calm you are, the more in control you're going to be over the situation. It doesn't matter how many things are happening around you, or if you're being rushed, or how fast time is flying by. The more that you pause, you're going to gain more control over the situation. Okay, and this is important because the path to hell is paved with good intentions. There's people here that may make certain, I don't know if this is like an offering or if this is a suggestion or if this is an opportunity. The Spirit is saying, Pisces, don't rush into anything. Take time. If you feel someone trying to trigger a sense of urgency, pause and slow down. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what do you want Pisces to know at this time? What do you want Pisces to know at this time? Okay, we got two messages here. Passive aggressive and once a snake, always a snake. You have the ability to see people for who they really are. You have the ability to see their highest potential, but you also have the ability to see them for who they are. And with once a snake, always a snake, you are paying attention to people's character. Not just what they say, not just their actions, not just the first impression, but you're paying attention to their character. Have they done this to someone else? Have they betrayed someone? Do they have a tendency to play games? Because that talks about their character, and you taking control of the situation is blocking and deleting, is letting these people go because you can't change their character. Passive aggressive. There's a lot of people here trying to make a point or trying to take digs because they notice that they're no longer in your reality. You no longer share the same timeline, and it's almost like trying to poke around, trying to see what triggers are going to get you to react or are going to get you to mirror their energy or match their energy in some way. Someone here is trying to prove something about you, and this passive aggressiveness is almost trying to bait you into saying or doing something. Okay, but the slower you go, the more time you take, the more that you keep to yourself, the more control you're going to have because these people don't know what you're up to. They have no idea. Okay, passive aggressive behavior. I'm getting the vibe here of jealousy. So, Four of Swords, reflection, recovery. It often appears when you've been through a period of stress, conflict, or emotional exhaustion. And you're being called to take some time to pause, to restore your energy. It's a reminder to give yourself space mentally, emotionally, physically, and to heal before engaging with the world or making major decisions. So, Four of Swords, the Five of Cups in the reverse. It signals healing and moving on. You may be starting to let go of old regrets or disappointments, or are finally ready to turn around and see what's still good in your life. The Five of Cups in the reverse is emotional renewal after the stillness of the Four of Swords. Yeah, so whatever has been going on in your mind, there needs to be some kind of slowing down, a mental break, because swords is the mind space, cups, water is the emotions, and then wands is the energy, is the action. So Five of Cups in the reverse after the stillness and the rest of the Four Swords to the Four of Wands in the upright. A major celebration, stability, community, and milestones. Successful projects and joyful gatherings. Talks about a sense of belonging and reward after hard work or healing. Recovery, release, renewal. You're beginning to emotionally move on from the past, which leads to a phase of stability, joy, and connection. Angel number 5050 revolves around your ability to realize that you have freedom. You can decide on the various ways to handle your life. Acceptance. Acceptance is the hardest lesson life teaches and the one most important to learn. This card comes to you because you are struggling to accept an unexpected change in fortune or an unjust situation, because you're having difficulty embracing your present circumstances. If you have recently or are currently undergoing changes as a result of loss, or due to an unexpected turn of events, your higher self requests that you shift your attention to the bigger picture at hand. The only constant in life is change. Change is an opportunity for growth and an evolution of spirit. While at times change can be a negative and painful experience, your spirit will learn valuable lessons that contribute to its overall transformation and maturation. Your higher self has a plan in place for your current lifetime and is asking you to accept with compassion, patience, and strength the lesson brought to you at this time, since it will pay dividends for your soul's growth. If you are having difficulty accepting an unjust situation, your higher self is bringing to your attention the need to accept that there are injustices in the world and that this indeed is a part of life. Acceptance in this case does not refer to acquiescence. It means accepting that at times we are subject to unfair situations in life, operating outside the realm of our control. Acceptance does not mean that you have to be passive or give up. Rather, your higher self is asking you to redirect your attention away from what you cannot change to what you can. If you are having trouble accepting your present circumstances and decisions you have made in the past, your higher self is asking you to embrace who you are, both positive and negative aspects, without conditions. Do not judge yourself harshly for your mistakes. Rather, own the outcomes of your past situation. Learn to accept that making mistakes is a natural part of our soul's journey on earth. How else would you learn? If there were moments in your past that you aren't proud of, forgive yourself, accept what occurred, and release them. Make an effort to refrain from constantly reviewing the past and let go of those burdens. Holding on to what was, perhaps a missed opportunity, a different lifestyle, or an old relationship, will cause mental and emotional anguish and will hold you back. You are being asked to accept the present moment. Agonizing against what could have or should have been will only cause further suffering and deprive you of the blessings that are available today. I'm getting this more so as a positive message. There's something here that you're trying to change in order to accept it, because you are the creator of your own reality. The spirit is saying, accept it as it is, and then it will change. So, this is a positive acceptance. This is a positive change because you're leading into the Four of Wands, a major celebration. So, Four of Swords, give yourself the time, the space that you need to heal and to nourish your spirit, to fill your own cup. Five of Cups, release the things that are weighing you down, the things that are burdening you. If this has more to do with the past, you are releasing the things that are holding you back or taking your attention or your energy away from the things that are most important. Also, with the Four of Wands, I'm getting a message here from Spirit to keep the faith, because you are moving into a phase in your life where your spiritual gifts are going to attract aligned souls. Whereas in the past, it may have attracted energetic vampires, people that wanted to feed off your energy, people that wanted your energy, whether they wanted to imitate it, copy it, or just take it. In this new phase, your spiritual gifts are going to attract aligned souls and not energy leeches. So that's the good news. In the past, you may have awakened to your gifts and your abilities, and you may have tried to help other people without realizing that they were trying to copy your energy or take it or feed on it. Okay? Energetic leeches or energy vampires. And now you have evolved to a point where those same spiritual gifts are now attracting people that are in alignment with you. that are meant to be celebrating with you versus people that you have to protect and defend yourself from. Okay, so that's a very big shift that you're coming into, and it's a part of your soul's evolution. Yeah, I'm seeing someone anxiously checking their phone, pacing back and forth. Someone knows that they lost control over you and that they have no way back into your life. And with the Five of Cups, I'm also picking this up as their energy. This is the energy of regret, whereas to you is the emotional weight that you had to carry for other people, and that's what you're releasing. For them, it's their regret, is the missed opportunities. Yeah, they lost control, they lost the hold over you. You're seeing someone for who they really are. Yeah, you are stepping into High Priestess energy. Trust your downloads. You are not the healer that fixes everyone. You are the mystic that inspires them to heal, to do the work for themselves. Yeah, you are meant to pour this energy back into self and not to pour it onto others, is what I'm getting here. If you feel guided to give, make sure that you're giving from a place of overflow and that you're not taking out of your own cup. Okay, because then you can end up in the Five of Cups where you feel empty, drained, and there's some kind of exhaustion. Yeah, only give from overflow. Do not pour out of your cup, is what I'm getting here. And there's also a sense of peace that Spirit wants you to have because things will be revealed to you. You don't have to be hyper vigilant, you don't have to be hyper aware of what someone's trying to do or what their plans are. Spirit will reveal it to you. Yeah, Spirit will reveal their intentions before they even make a move. And you'll see that, Pisces, because the more connected you are to yourself, the more that you quiet down the noise around you. Because when you pay attention to the noise, you're going to be hearing and tuning into other people's wants and needs and intentions. Whereas if you just tune into your inner voice, you're going to be able to navigate a lot better without getting distracted by all the noise, all the demands, all the wants and needs of others. I'm also getting a message here of exposure. They're going to end up telling on themselves. They're going to end up confessing without even knowing. They may have thought that they got away with it, but you knew all along. Some of you Pisces, you just realize that it's just not worth your energy to confront someone, to fight fire with fire. You're realizing that if someone wants to play these games, you're going to let them play these games by themselves. They're going to talk to the wall because you're no longer entertaining it. Yeah, you have a lot of things to be happy about. You have a lot of things to be grateful about, a lot of things to celebrate. And whatever's been weighing you down, again, it comes to a place of acceptance. As you accept it, you change it. As you accept it, it transforms. Whoever this person is from your past, they are terrified of karma. Everything you predicted has come true. And now this person is trying to seek you out to get you to predict more or to give them answers or to tell them why. But this is not your responsibility. They have to connect to their higher selves. They have to do the inner soul work so that they can find their own answers. Someone was trying to use your gifts for their benefit. Okay, Four of Swords. This talks about you pulling your energy away. Someone from your past is literally afraid of how much you know. You saw something they were keeping hidden, and now they can't stop wondering how you found out, how much you know. Spirit says that your gifts are leveling you up, and not everyone can handle the truth. And what I'm getting here is, yeah, this goes back to that card of level up. You've leveled up past them and you're no longer interacting with these energies. You're no longer giving them the attention or the time of day. And that's helping you move faster because you don't have anyone anchoring you down. You don't have anyone dragging you down or delaying your blessings. This is why it's so important to put yourself first. Holy Spirit, what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, the Knight of Wands in the upright, the Fool in the reverse, and then we have three cards that fell on the floor. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands in the upright. Okay, so that's a lot of cards. Pisces, there's a need here to pay attention to whatever is holding you back. Whatever feels like a comfort zone, whatever feels warm and cozy but is not letting you move forward, There's a need to acknowledge what is holding you back at this time, what is making you feel cozy and comfortable, but is not letting you do the things that you're meant to be doing. Because we go from a Two of Wands in the reverse to a Knight of Wands in the upright. This is someone who's living, who's present, who's enjoying every single moment. Okay, she's present, whereas this energy here is more so daydreaming, imagining, wishing, hoping. And so the Two of Wands in the reverse, there's some kind of comfort zone, whether this is an area in your life, whether this is, I don't know what this is, but there's an area here where you've gotten comfortable or has become a comfort zone. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're meant to be living, you're meant to be present, you're meant to be enjoying whatever it is that you're doing with the Knight of Wands. But this Two of Wands in the reverse, this feeling of comfort, this coziness may be holding you back from taking a leap of faith and doing something new. Okay, because we have the Fool in the reverse. This talks about when you're ready to take the leap of faith, you start hesitating, you start backtracking, you start doubting, you start overthinking, because in the upright, she's taking the leap of faith. But in the reverse, there's hesitation. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, there's something here that you're ready for. You're ready to take the leap of faith. It's ready for you as well. What you want wants you. What you are attracting is coming your way. However, the Two of Wands is showing up as a challenge. Some kind of comfort zone is holding you back from taking a leap of faith. And the Eight of Wands talks about, yes, a lot of opportunities coming your way, but needing to make a decision. And if you hesitate, you miss out. If you hesitate, the opportunity just passes by. So with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a fear here of a false start. There's a fear here of things not being as they seem, as they appear. So Ace of Pentacles in the reverse can talk about missed opportunities or something not working out in the past, something having a lot of potential, but it not going anywhere. But Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're not seeing the full picture because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and now the Queen of Pentacles. Something that you may have thought was a missed opportunity or a false start is actually the Queen of Pentacles. So Spirit wants you to take some time to observe things and detach yourself from the situation so that you can see things without a bias, so that you can see things from a third person point of view. And with the Fool in the reverse, it's going to help you make a decision here. Because if you don't make a decision, you might just miss out with the Eight of Wands. Because Eight of Wands talks about communication, opportunities, movement. Okay, this is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. But the Fool in the reverse, there's hesitation and there's a back and forth here. Holy Spirit, clarify the Fool in the reverse. Why is the Fool in the reverse? Why is Pisces hesitating? Why is Pisces hesitating? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Why is Pisces hesitating? We have the Queen of Swords to clarify the Fool in the reverse. Pisces, some of you, you're not just going to take a leap of faith just to take a leap of faith. You're not going to just try something just to try something. You're not just going to do something just to do it. With the Queen of Swords showing up, you want to have a plan, a vision, a strategy. You want to see how it plays into the bigger picture. You don't just do things just to do things. You have to have an intention or a purpose behind it. And with the Queen of Swords, you need more information. You need a plan or a strategy, or this is the reason why you're holding back. Okay, I'm just reading the cards and the energy coming in. Because the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is saying, Pisces, there's an opportunity here that you're meant to take action on. And if you don't make a decision, you might just miss out. With the Queen of Swords showing up, you're trying to gather more information. You're trying to clarify things and not just take a leap of faith. You're trying to understand what, why, when. You're trying to gather all the information you're going to need before you make a move here. Okay, so this is not fear. This is not you holding back. This is you wanting to be intelligent about something. This is you wanting to be prepared for something, wanting to understand it before you just leap into it. Tell me more. Clarify the Fool in the reverse for Pisces. Why is Pisces hesitating? What do you want Pisces to know about the Fool in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? 10 of Wands, because you're trying to avoid a very long, heavy, exhausting journey. because you don't know what's ahead of you. You're trying to gather all the information so that you make an informed decision and you don't end up with a burden or a weight on your shoulders that you didn't need or that you didn't want. Okay, so what I'm getting here is not necessarily avoidance or not necessarily you staying in a comfort zone because you want to. It's more so you gathering data, you trying to understand the choices in front of you and what's to come, instead of just taking a blind leap of faith and ending up with a heavy burden or a heavy responsibility. You're trying to understand what it entails, what comes with it. Why is the Fool in the reverse for Pisces, Holy Spirit? The Swords in the upright. Yeah, you want a strategy, you want a plan, you want to understand things. Queen of Cups in the reverse, you're not involving your emotions in this decision. And Three of Wands in the reverse, you are not trying to create more obstacles or delays on your path. This is why you're trying to make an informed decision versus just leaping into something. Fool in the reverse. Yeah, Pisces, I'm getting here that things are not what they seem. There's more to the situation, and you may feel this, but you may not exactly know how to articulate it. You may not have all the information that you need. But the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's not about letting opportunities pass you by. It's about choosing the right opportunity for you. Yeah, because you don't want to end up in the Ten of Wands. Fool in the reverse, naivety, assuming you already have the answer. Rash or impulsive choices, lacking experience, analysis paralysis, foolishness. Every dream achieved begins with a seemingly foolish notion that there is something bigger out there, something greater to explore and to become. This childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing, and it reminds you that you can achieve all the magical things you've been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with a single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of an epic journey. Turn towards your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering. You may not feel ready, you may not be ready, but there is magic in the air, and the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. Trust your intuition as you swan dive into the seat of potential. Your affirmation is, I am ready for this adventure down my soul path. Okay, I'm getting informed decisions, informed choices. Because the Fool in the reverse is not just the Fool in the reverse, it's clarified by the Queen of Swords, which is opposite. The Queen of Swords is extremely intelligent. She understands, she has the data, the evidence, and the proof. Whereas the Fool is described by the name, can be foolish, can be naive, can be new at something, whereas the Queen of Swords is very well seasoned. So I'm seeing two opposing energies here at odds with each other, between staying in a comfort zone and living in the moment. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse to the Eight of Wands, not wanting to miss out on opportunities, but also not taking action on every opportunity that comes your way, because some of these opportunities are not aligned with where you're headed or who you're trying to become. So, Queen of Cups in the reverse, you are leaving your emotions out of it, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Knight of Swords, you're being strategic, you're thinking clearly. Oh, I just seen something. Three of Wands in the reverse. Spirit is saying, Pisces, there is no right or wrong way to go about it. But if you want to have all the data, all the information to make an informed decision, you may create more delays. Okay? But if you just take a blind leap of faith, you may end up in a journey or a path that is not in alignment with you or not what you initially set out for. So there is a balance here that you're having to master, not too much on one side, not too much on the other. Not too much research and data collection to where you miss out on an opportunity, but not taking a blind leap of faith to where you end up in a completely different path that is not what you set out for. So it's almost like you're trying to find the sweet spot. It's like you've done it this way before, and you realize why that's not the solution, and you've also done the complete opposite, and you're realizing that there is a sweet spot, that there is some kind of merging here that spirit wants you to see. So, leaving behind a comfort zone, being patient as you do so, to the Queen of Pentacles. Something that you may have thought was a missed opportunity, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, has actually turned out to be a success with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Even you couldn't see this, is what I'm getting here. So I don't know what this is, but this was hidden from you too. You weren't able to see the bigger picture until you gathered all the missing pieces. Holy Spirit, tell me more. What is this Eight of Wands for Pisces? What is this Eight of Wands for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know about the Eight of Wands? Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Swords. Do not let your mind hold you back. Do not let your mind create limitations that are not really there. Do not self-sabotage the opportunities that are coming your way. This is self-imposed. This is not someone deceiving you. This is not someone else trying to limit you. This is coming from your own mind. So there is a need to release some kind of self-sabotaging behavior so that you can embrace the opportunities coming your way. Because some of you Pisces, there's an energy here of still being connected to past emotions or connected to past thoughts, and that may create some kind of self-sabotaging behavior that you may not be aware of. Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth, having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. The old story is the Five of Cups in the reverse. This is a gentle reminder that you create your reality. Look beyond the veil of illusion that your current limitations are projecting. If you're feeling trapped with no path forward, remember that this too is a perspective that can be lifted. When you choose sovereignty over victimhood, you become the fierce wielder of choice. You can free yourself from your shackles and shift your outcome dramatically by accepting that you are the one person who is responsible for your happiness. Create infinite portals of possibility by becoming the solution. We are never really stuck. Nurture your soul and spend the time you need to transmute any feelings of helplessness. While we can't control every experience that is put on our path, we can definitely work on how we respond to each one. Let go of old stories and be vigilant of any wallowing, low vibe thoughts that you may be holding onto. Reframe your experiences as lessons and choose to heal. Your affirmation is I am free to choose my healing and my light. There are opportunities in front of you, but you have to remove the blindfold. You are not seeing clearly, is what I'm getting here. There's some kind of limitation that is self imposed. This is not someone else limiting you, this is your own mind. Based on past traumatic experiences, or based on past failures, or based on past disappointments, there's some kind of blindfold that your mind is trying to, it's almost like a protection mechanism, a self defense mechanism, but you're feeling all tied up with a blindfold over your eyes, but that's not the truth of the situation. Spirit wants you to see the truth because you are free. Eight of Wands. You are free to make a decision. You are free to take on these new opportunities, but there's some kind of limitation that your mind is placing over you. Okay, this is self imposed. This is not reality. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Why is this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces? Why is this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. The High Priestess in the reverse. This is your card, Pisces. Your intuition is speaking, but in the reverse, you're not listening to it or you're not seeing it clearly. Queen of Wands. It is time to reignite your fire, your passion, the reason why you're doing things, the things that excite you, the things that spark your curiosity, because this fire is going to fuel you and is going to help you move forward. Because the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, something that you thought was a missed opportunity is actually a major success. Two of Wands in the reverse. It is time to let go of a comfort zone. It is time to leave something behind. Pisces, I'm going to head over to Patreon for the extended. For the ones of you that resonate with this reading, the links are down below for the extended. We're going to dive deeper. I want to know, what is this? What don't you see coming in Spirit's final advice and guidance? For the ones of you that do resonate, the links are down below for all the services. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.